Merv Lawrence's Massey Harris GP represents an important milestone for the famous agricultural equipment manufacturer. Not only was this the first tractor developed from the ground up by the company's engineers, it was also the industry's first mass-produced four-wheel drive tractor.
They were the first four-wheel drive tractor that went in production. I'd heard there's some other companies that tried them and didn't work, but this is the first one that went in production with Massey Harris.
Just over 3,000 of these tractors were built from 1930 to 1936, so they're a little tough to find these days. Merv was on the hunt for a GP to add to his collection and was surprised to find one for sale at an auction right in his home state of Indiana.
I mean, you don't see them that often. There is some around, but not that many. I wasn't really looking for it, but it came up and I thought it's close to home, so I went ahead and got it. Didn't know exactly what it would bring, and that sort of scared me a little bit, but then it was in my price range, so I bought it.
One of the things that catches the eye when looking at this tractor are the two extra seats. Massey Harris offered several attachments that might normally be bolted there, but the previous owner had a different idea for that space.
That's the way it was when I bought it. The old gentleman had them on there to take his grandkids ride, and I've got grandkids, so I left it on there and works out good.
Another thing you might notice is that the tractor is unrestored. Merv said he was tempted, but the GP was in such good shape, he decided to leave it alone.
And then I got thinking, well, it looks pretty decent. I mean, it's not new by a long shot, but I think it's been painted sometime or another, but it's good enough for me. Well, I had to fix the water pump. It was leaking, and I believe that's about it. The water pump was leaking, and I had to get it fixed. Other than that, that's just the way it was when I bought it.
The GP's 226 cubic inch four-cylinder Hercules engine produced 15 horsepower at the drawbar and 22 at the belt. Although the tractor was advanced for its time, Merv believes it was underpowered, clumsy, and could be hard to maneuver.
Armstrong power steering, that's about and yeah, they're hard to steer. As long as you're moving, it's not too bad. You just can't steer it sitting still. To me, it's geared a little bit too high for that model tractor. I've not hooked it onto anything to tell you how much power it's got, but when I got home and backed it off that trailer, I got a gooseneck trailer. That scared the heck out of me. It come off quick. But I got it where it runs halfway decent now.
New GPs came with one of 4 factory preset positions for the wheels, or a determined farmer could adjust the spacing on his own.
They advertise different widths, but then you got to change the axles or the hubs on them, or axles and hubs, which would be a big job. Of course, they don't have the lugs on it anymore. They put the rubber treads on there so you don't tear anything up. But when they come out, they had the steel lugs on them. That make it ride a little rougher yet, so it's not bad.
Merv has mostly red Massey Ferguson machines in his collection, so this green GP really stands out. Over the years, he's enjoyed taking it to shows and sharing it with other classic tractor fans.
Give you something to do rather than sit around doing nothing. And you meet a lot of friendly people or good people, so it's interesting. I've got 10 Massey Fergusons, so that's enough to keep me busy. I don't really want anything else because I've got enough and I'm getting old, so it makes it harder hauling them and all that stuff. So I'm pretty much satisfied with what I got. I think this is the last one I'm really looking for, so I'm tickled to death.
Thank you for catching Classic Tractor Fever. We've got more Massey to share, so be sure to check out these other great stories. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to keep more Classic Tractor Fever rolling.